asteroid just fell on us. We have absolutely no idea whatsoever. We have no idea why he did this. And that's what you're going to find out, is I can't imagine. When you guys find out why this happened, let us know. I have no idea whatsoever.
Okay. Sir, may I leave you my phone number?
No idea.
Does your brother live there or here or what?
This is all in the public record. He lived in Mesquite.
Okay.
He had a girlfriend.
Okay.
He gambled at the casinos. He called his mother.
Ever, ever any indication at all that this would...
Nothing. That we're lost. I don't understand. It makes, there's no anything.
Was he Describe the brother you know. Describe the man you know.
He's a guy. He's just a guy who lived in Las Vegas and played at the casinos, went on cruises, did stuff. There's nothing. That's what's bizarre. I mean, this is, I don't even want to say, but he lived in a house. He had a girlfriend. There's nothing.
Was there anything going on in his life?
As far as we know, there's nothing.
Okay.
I mean...
When was the last time you talked to him?
He texted me after the hurricane when we lost power for 5 days to ask how my mom was. I mean, there's nothing. We're
How was your mom?
We're dumbstruck.
How was your mom
She's
holding up?
pretty freaked out.
Yeah.
Strangely enough.
The number of guns, the firearms that he had, does that surprise you? I mean,
yes. I have no idea that he would have that many firearms.
Do you have a military background?
No. And I don't want to talk much more. This is all, once again, what I'm telling you is all part of the record. He has no police record. He doesn't even have parking tickets, probably. How did you hear that he was... We got phone calls. The Las Vegas PD were cooperating with the cops. We have talked to the PD. This is like you called me up and said, your next door neighbor did this. And I'd go, wow, my next door neighbor did that. All I've ever seen him do is mow his yard. The fact that my brother did this is, there's nothing. I mean, there's absolutely no...
Did he have
We don't
kids?
understand.
Did he have...
No.
Was there...
Once again, this is all simple public record stuff.
If you could, once again, your message to these people, these families.
There's not even anything I can say. I mean, how do you... I mean, my brother did this. This is like it was done, like he shot us. I mean, if he'd have killed my kids, I couldn't be more dumbfounded. I mean, it doesn't...
So
there's nothing.
Last communication?
There's nothing.
After the hurricane?
I mean, I can show you the text. He said, how's mom? Did you get power? I mean, that was it. There's absolutely, we have nothing, like I said, we have nothing for you. I mean, I hope someone figures out, because we'd like to know.
Were you a close family? You guys, I mean, it seems like a good son if he's checking on your mom.
I live here. He lives in Mesquite. Once again, public record stuff you'll find out. I mean, I live here. He lives we're not that close. I mean, we talk on the phone occasionally. He calls my mom and talks to her. There's no
mental health issues.
There's no there. Not that we know of. I mean, I mean, he was...
Did you know him to have guns? Was he an avid shooter? I mean,
no,
not
an avid gun guy at all. The fact that he had those kind of weapons is just... Where the hell did he get automatic weapons? He has no military background or anything like that. I mean, when you find out about him, like I said, he's a guy who lived in a house in Mesquite and drove down and gambled in Las Vegas. He did stuff, ate burritos, and I mean,
Was the woman that they were looking for his girlfriend?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Mary Lou. I mean, that's why I was on the phone with the cops, is
Right.
because
What do you know about
we were
her?
worried that he might have hurt her too.
Police are actually describing her as his wife. So you?
I don't. Well, they might have got married, but I don't think they're married. I mean, it's just his girlfriend.
What do you know about her? How do you?
She's a nice lady. I've met her 3 or 4 times. She's got a Facebook page. She sends cookies to my mom. I mean,
Do they have kids? Does he have kids?
No.
Does she?
no, he doesn't have any children or anything. I mean, yeah, there's nothing. You know.
She must be pretty feeling helpless
Well,
when the
we're
police.
shocked. I mean, we're just, it's like you think it's except that it came in, all 5 of my phones in the house and the cells and everything lit up at the same time. You know, I'd have thought it was one of my friends joking. What, I mean, when you get a phone call that says your brother, you know, just killed a bunch of people. So, this is not, so,
What are you doing? What are you going to do now? I mean, what is your next move?
we're going to hope you people stay at least on the sidewalk. We're answering the phone and talking to random people, but we're telling them we're going to put out a 5-line statement that says what I've just told you, that we're shocked, horrified, completely dumbfounded
I know
about this.
you're having trouble finding the words, and you're saying.
And we're trying to, well, that's why I wrote it down. I mean, I wasn't going to even talk to any of you people because we have nothing to say. There's just nothing that we
could you just
have to say.
If you could find the words, I know you're in shock, to describe the man you knew.
He was my brother. He was a guy. He he gambled. He was nice to my kids when they went out to Vegas, and I mean, you'll find out these things. I mean, my kids didn't know him that well or anything. I mean, he lives on the other coast and that kind of thing. You know, I mean, he sends his mom cookies. I mean, I don't know what else. There's nothing else to say.
Did you have any indication that he was angry about anything, angry at anybody?
Absolutely nothing. There's no reason for me not to say this. This is what I would love to be able to give you guys, to give some reason to this.
Was he particularly, hyped up about politics
Nothing.
or anything?
Nothing.
Wow.
No religious affiliation, no political affiliation. No, he just hung out.
And no history of mental illness.
Not a bit.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
He texted me to ask about my mom after the hurricane. We didn't have power for 5 days. I mean, he called her up to talk to her about how it was. He sent her a walker because she's having trouble walking now. I mean, there's just nothing.
I know, the shock is just too, and I guess I hate to keep asking you, but if you want to try to find the words to speak to these families.
I don't have any other words but what I've said. I mean, if there was anything I could have done, I would have done it. But there was exactly nothing. I mean, we have absolutely no clue why this happened.
Have you seen your mom yet? Or
Yeah.
What's her reaction?
She's totally dumbstruck.
May we
I
ask
mean,
how old she is?
she's 90 years old. Okay? So, and please, when you find out where she lives,
Yeah, no.
please don't, because she has nothing. I mean, she has nothing else to say. He called up to say, how you doing after and sent her a walker. I mean, she has nothing, nothing to say.
Sounds like a good, loving son.
Well,
I mean, or good son, at least,
I'm
if
not
he's checking
gonna-
on her. Yeah.
He was a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to make him mushy or anything,
Sure.
but come on. I mean, he called his mom up and he sent her a walker, and his girlfriend sent her cookies, and he, I mean, but there's nothing, you know. Like I said, I mean, there's no political, there's no religious, there's no any of that stuff. So,
How long have you lived in Vegas? Do you remember?
no,
Okay.
a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, once again,
Eric,
it's in
thank
public
you.
record, a long
Thank
time.
you. It's Eric. Huh?
Yeah, Eric.
And I want to make sure, because I heard on your voicemail, audio, radio, I heard on your voicemail you pronounce your last name Paddock, not Paddock.
Doesn't matter. It's
Well.
6.5. Depends on which side of the country you come from.
Well, we kind of like to get those things
It doesn't.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
like that matters right this minute. Give me a break.
And your brother, he's retired, is that correct, or no?
I mean, he didn't have active employment, I guess.
He lived over here for some period, right? He lived in
Once
Central
again,
Florida.
Public record. Yeah, he had a place in Melbourne. And you'll find out I helped move him back to Mesquite.
What did y'all do? What was the business that you had together?
I'm not going to go. Once again, it's all his life is an open book. It's all in the public record. There's nothing. Once again, there's nothing. He went to college. He had a job. You'll find out exactly. There's no reason for me to tell you all this stuff. It's because there's just not. I mean, and I've got this like really bad headache right this minute. But there's nothing. I mean,
The weapons. Is
find out who he got the machine guns from. Where the hell did he get the machine guns? I mean, you'll find out, he had a couple of guns, but they were all handgun legal. I mean, he might have had one long gun, but he had them in a safe, and he had no machine guns. I moved his house. I mean, there were no machine guns.
So you helped him move back to Vegas from
Yeah.
Melbourne. When was that?
However long he moved back, whenever he bought the house in Mesquite. I mean, it's a couple years.
Let's let the man breathe.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Eric.
I mean, this is,
Yeah.
once again, I would love to help you guys somehow.
You know what you know.
There's
Yeah.
just,
There's nothing you can do.
we have nothing. I mean, we've had the family, and, once again, I'd love if you, talk to me. If there's anything the family can give you, I will give it to you. I have what reason do I have to, he's dead. I mean, and there's no, this just gets worse for us at this point. I would just ask that please don't be, don't attack my mom.
Oh my God, no.
I mean-
It goes without saying. It goes without saying.
I just,
Quickly, the woman that
Central
he,
Florida Community Arts. Go see it.
his
Go see
girlfriend,
the shows.
his girlfriend, no history of mental illness there that you're aware of?
Not a bit.
No.
Just a
Just
nice,
they met.
short person. I mean,
They met. They met there. Or do you know anything
yeah,
about that?
well, they must have met there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she worked at a hotel or something.
You think she worked at one of the hotels at the Mandalay Bay, or do you know?
One of the hotels. I don't even know for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, it's not even. I don't even remember. They've been together for a couple of years. I think she worked at one of the hotels, maybe, probably. I mean, that seemed to be the chatter.
I'm sorry, I walked up a little late. How did you first found out about it this morning?
We got all of our phones lit up from the Las Vegas PD. We've been working with the Las Vegas PD all morning, trying to make sense of this. I mean, anything we can do to help or understand, or, we wanted to help calm the situation down as much as possible, that there's no, as far as we know, if, once again, we're just another piece of input, but, he has no affiliation with anything, as far as we know.
People will be hanging on your every word.
Well, I know, but this is, but there's nothing. That's what this blows. I used to fix things for a living. My job was to find the answers, and this is like, what? This is asteroid fell out of the sky. There's just nothing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eric, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care of yourself.
I know how hard this is under normal circumstances. This is so far from normal.
Yeah. She lives in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But once again, just please
Thank you.
talk to me. There's nothing she can tell
Yes,
us.
yes,
She's
we
going
understand
to
that. I
be,
mean,
she's going to be freaked out. Everybody on